Remember about 2 months ago when I got this brand new 150-gallon tank and I put fish in it on day one? Well, since then, this tank has had a few ups and downs, and today I'm gonna give you guys a quick update. Ready? Let's go. Wait. Guess what just arrived today? What could this be? Make sure you stick around to the end of the video to find out. Welcome to the channel, guys. If you're new here, my name is Kev from KaveMan and like I said, about 2 months ago I got this brand new 150 and I wanted to prove to you guys that if you really wanted to, you could add fish into a brand new tank with no bacteria, with no cycle on day one. And if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll put a card right here. Make sure you go check it out. There'll also be a link in the description. About a week or so after that, I actually got an entire stocking of the tank. I'll post a link to that video up here as well and in the description. Go check that one out. And now 2 months later, I want to update you guys on how all the fish are doing. Like I said earlier, there have been some ups and downs. Let's talk about the negatives first. So if you guys remember, the first inhabitants of this 150 were the 3 silver dollars that I got from my local pet store. And as you can see, there's only 2 of them in the tank right now. Now these 2 that are in here are huge. They have grown to a humongous size and they're doing very well. Unfortunately, I did lose one of the 3. What had happened was, well, one morning, my son called me early in the morning when I was already at work and he told me, "Papi, I think I saw a fish jump out of the tank." Well, he looked for it, my wife looked for it, the whole family was looking for it. Nobody could find this fish. And since I was at work, I just assumed that maybe he saw something he didn't see and the fish was probably in the tank hiding somewhere. I told him, "Papi, don't worry about it. We'll check it out when I get home." Well, lo and behold, by the time I got home, all I did was move a couple of bags from behind the tank and there he was right there on the floor, goner. This was before I had the top of the tank properly secure and made sure there weren't any holes in it. So I lost that guy before I had a chance to do what I needed to do. About a week later, I got my entire stocking list from Imperial Tropicals. Let's start off with the electric blue Acaras. I did start off with 3 electric blue Acaras. I did lose one of the electric blue Acaras due to swim bladder. Now, unfortunately, swim bladder, there is no 100% cause or reason why fish get swim bladder. Nobody knows really why the reason is. Some of the assumptions of why fish get swim bladder could be overeating, taking a big gulp of air at the top of the tank, or even bad water quality. I immediately removed him from the tank. I tried to give him a salt bath. I tried my best to save him. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And finally, like some of you may know, I did lose Flaco, my arowana. Now, the sad story is that I lost him due to my own negligence. The way the story goes was an early Saturday morning and we had a full family function very early in the morning. I do like to give these guys some breakfast very early in the morning. I give them some brine shrimp. So with the whole early morning rush, trying to get everything ready, trying to get the kids ready to get out the door, I went ahead and fed the tank, and to my own error, I left the lid of the tank open. And we all left for the whole day and came back late afternoon with the lid open. Well, needless to say, when we got back home, through the shuffle of getting everything back inside, my son was the first one to spot Flaco on the floor, and it was a really bad day. I don't need to tell you guys about fish death. We're in this hobby and we all go through it, but sometimes you lose that fish that, you know, was special to you and you feel a certain type of way about it. It's been a while already. It's been a few weeks since that happened, but just talking about it now again, it brings back the memory of seeing Flaco on the floor. It was just not a very good thing to see, especially with him. I really was hoping that we were going to share some time together and grow together. I was looking forward to having him as a juvenile and growing. So that's part of the hobby, guys. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm not going to edit this part. It is what it is. We got to move on. The good news is Flaco will not be left in vain. Flaco's predecessor, Flaco Dos, is on his way. He's en route and there'll be a video shortly when he gets here. Hopefully he has a very similar temperament that Flaco had, because Flaco was really cool and really chill. He didn't bother anybody in the tank. He stayed to himself. When I was feeding, he came out, he got his food, he went back to his little spot. He wasn't bothering anybody. Now, I'm a little bit worried about how this new guy is gonna act. I don't want him to think that everybody else in the tank is food. I hope he doesn't eat anybody, especially the guys that are still little, but we'll find out when he gets here. I got this 150 gallon tank for the purpose of keeping an arowana, so we're gonna have an arowana in here. So those are the guys that I lost since I got the tank. None of them were really lost due to the fact of putting them into the tank on day one without it being cycled. No water quality reasons for death, except for maybe the swim bladder, but there's no telling what the reason was why the electric blue Acara got swim bladder. Everyone else in this tank has been thriving. I also added even more guys since then, and everyone is growing, thriving, doing very well. Let me show you. So here are the 2 silver dollars that made it. These guys are huge. As you can see, I got them really tiny and they both grew at an equal rate. Excuse me, Oscars. These guys are camera hogs. I'll get to you in a second. So those are the silver dollars. It would have been great to have all 3 of them. I love their shape and how tall they get. They're great deflectors of sight. Break the line of sight across the tank, which helps with aggression. But there they are, both of them doing great. Here's one of my electric blue Acaras. I don't know which one is the male or female, but as some of you guys know, these guys have been having fry left and right. They're on their 3rd batch of fry already. And the reason why I can't find the other one is because she's probably protecting the 4th batch back there. That's where she likes to have her fry, back behind this. It's been 3 times already. If she's back there right now, it's pretty much because she's either about to lay some eggs or already did. I did add some clown loaches, guys. Here's 4 of them. There's a total of 5, but since I got 4 of them right here in the shot, I'll show them to you now. These guys are doing great. These guys also came from Imperial Tropicals. They were really small at first, and they have already been showing some nice size, some good color, looking nice and healthy, and they're doing their job. The threadfin Acara that I originally got, since he was doing so well, I went ahead and got a second one just to have a pair. So the 2 threadfin Acaras are doing very well, putting on some good size. Try to get both of them in here for you. There they go. And I added later on some Geos, guys. This is a redhead Tapajos, and look at those fins. I love them. There's the other one. I got 2 of them. These are redhead Tapajos Geophagus. Doing great, and they've been putting on size too. They got great size to them. Here's my littlest, tiniest guy, the electric blue Jack Dempsey, and look at the size that he's put on. If you guys go back and check that original unboxing video, you'll see how small this guy was. He's put on great size, and that color is amazing. I call him Eddie, guys. I don't know why. I think he looks like an Eddie to me. Eddie, the electric blue Jack Dempsey. If you guys name your fish, let me know in the comments below. That way I don't feel awkward about it. But he's beautiful. I'm loving him. Alright, I might as well show you the Oscars. Here's the red Oscar. Putting on great size. And here's the albino Oscar. These guys have grown faster than everybody else. Obviously, they're Oscars. They're going to be huge. They eat everything. They're the first ones to eat. And the last ones to stop. Tank busters, these guys are going to be. Beautiful Oscars. Can't have an American Cichlid Tank without Oscars, guys. Here's my green terror, guys. One of the 2 green terrors. If you recall, they were about 1 inch in size. Here's one of them, and let me tell you, this guy's growing kind of at a normal pace, right? What you would expect. Check this monster out. This guy is a monster. He's already got that big green terror hump on him. He's grown at a tremendous rate. I don't know what he's eating, but this guy is a beast. He's just going to be a huge, huge stud. Loving that green terror. Let me not forget that red pleco. He's put on some size too. He's got plenty of wood to munch on. He loves it. Always putting in work. Got a beautiful color on him. Check him out on that sand. Beautiful. So apparently red shoulder severums are very, very shy. If you can see that guy in there, that's the little guy hiding back there because I'm so close to the tank and I got this camera up in his face. But that's the little guy right there, doing well. He's actually a second edition because I wanted a pair of red shoulder severums, so I added him. There he is. He's coming out. He's the smaller guy. He's growing pretty slow. He's been that size for a while, but there he is, looking good. If I could show you the bigger guy, there he is. There he is. I can't get too close, guys, because he will run away. There he is. Check him out. Oh, there's both of them. All right. We got him. There's the two red shoulder severums. That's the big guy. Pretty shy guys, but they're doing well. So as you can see, guys, everybody's doing pretty well here. The tank is doing great. Let's talk a little bit about how I made this work and getting everybody in here without the tank even being cycled. So this is a last minute update to the video, guys. Just came in today. You guys get the first look of what's in here. Wow. Check this out, guys. Hello. Say hello to Flaco Dos. Or Flaco the Second. This is the perfect size, guys. He's a little bit smaller than what Flaco was, and that's just how I wanted it. To give this guy some time to get used to everybody else in the tank before he starts trying to get aggressive with the little guys. I'm gonna acclimate him for temperature. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed. That's the first time anybody has seen Flaco Dos. So guys, believe it or not, this tank is proof that if you really wanted to add fish into a brand new tank on day one, it can be done. How did I do it? All I did was add prime and stability into this tank every day for about 2 weeks. I kept a good eye on the water parameters. I was testing every day, and I made sure that the water parameters never got to a level where it's gonna harm any of the fish. What the prime does is it's going to detoxify any ammonia that is in your tank as it's growing beneficial bacteria, and the stability is going to boost the production of that beneficial bacteria so that you can get through the cycle a lot quicker. After about 2 weeks, I got plenty of nitrates in the tank, which is an indication that it's time to do water changes, and it's also an indication that your cycle has gone through the process once you have enough nitrates in your tank. After a couple of weeks where I got the nitrate levels to reach around 40 parts per million and I started doing my weekly water changes, I stopped using the prime and the stability, and the tank has been fine ever since. So this tank is living proof that you can add fish to a brand new tank on day one if you do it the right way. If you need more details on exactly how I did it, go back and watch that first video. I go into more details there. If you guys enjoyed this update on the American Cichlid Tank, make sure to slap that thumbs up button. It helps me and the video out a ton. And then make sure you watch this video right here that YouTube and I think you'll really enjoy. See you on the next one.